I've been saying for quite some time that I'm going to do an empties video for you. So I have gathered quite a few products, empty bottles, things that I have finished. We have about 30 products. There's hair care, skincare, and some makeup. Let's get comfy because there's a lot to go through, but I will talk about each product, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and whether or not I would repurchase it. I started gathering these empties when I realized I wanted to start doing empties videos. So we have about 6 months-ish worth of products. There's lots prior to, but I wasn't keeping the bottle. So we'll stick to what we have here. And then from now on, I'll just keep everything that I go through and I'll do these every once in a while whenever I have accumulated enough to do a video for you. Let's start with hair care, and the first hair care category is going to be dry shampoo. We all know my love for dry shampoo, even though I'm trying to use less and less of it, but still it is a part of my routine. So the first one I want to talk about is the Ouai Super Dry Shampoo. This one is discontinued, I believe, and really that's okay because it was just okay. It did an okay job, but very forgettable based on others that I have tried, some tried and trues. So RIP Ouai Super Dry Shampoo. As far as I know, it's discontinued because I couldn't find it anywhere. Not sure if that's just in North America. This one was just okay, and even if it was available, I wouldn't have repurchased it because I have been using my K18, the spray. That one's fantastic. More recently, the Briogeo, the little puffy thing. I love that too. I've been using those kind of interchangeably. But then this is going to bring me to my next dry shampoo product that I want to show you. Next dry shampoo I want to talk about is the Klorane dry shampoo. I love this. I love it. It's a much better price point than the K18 that I mentioned and the Briogeo. They work just as well. I do prefer the Briogeo and the K18, but this is a very effective, very nice dry shampoo. It doesn't leave, that white cast behind. It doesn't leave your hair feeling crunchy and dry. And I always buy a couple of these and I have them as backups because I do try a lot of dry shampoo. I never know if I'm actually gonna like it, so I always have a backup of these. What I'm loving about the K18 and the Briogeo, though, is that they're not aerosols. So that's the one thing about these. I'm trying to avoid using aerosol products as much as I can. But yeah, these are wonderful. And will I be repurchasing them? Absolutely. This green one is, I guess, for regular hair. It's got nettle in it. And this blue one is specifically for oily and very, very fine hair. I use both of them. If I had to pick, I'd pick the blue one, but both work very, very well. Okay, let's talk about hair growth serums. I have mentioned on my channel that I have thinning hair a lot. Like if you could have seen me before, and it really, really bothers me, and I've been trying different things. The problem with me though is, and I will willingly admit this, is that I'm not consistent with any treatment, especially if they're leave-in. If I have to leave them in for a couple of hours or even overnight, I don't do it consistently enough to see any results. So then came along the Vegamour growth serum. I picked it up from Sephora. What I loved about this one is that you can just apply it to your hair, wet or dry, but it doesn't leave any greasiness or anything behind. You don't wash it out. And so I was really, really able to be consistent with it. I was able to use it every day without fail. But could I use it long enough to see any results? No, because 30 mils of this that didn't last very, very long, using it consistently on a daily basis is $65 US. If you want a 3-month supply, it's something like $165, somewhere around there. Because I wasn't consistent with it, I can't tell you if it actually works, but I do love the fact that you don't have to wash it out. Will I buy it again? I'm not sure. Verdict's out there because it's a little bit pricey, but if I'm going to use it and see results from it, maybe that's worth it. So I'm sitting on this one. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to either really get my butt in gear and use my other serums and stuff that I have on a consistent basis. And if I can't do that, then I'll probably, most likely, go back to this one. I hope that makes sense. So I did like it. Didn't use it long enough to see any real results. I did see some, but I should have continued using it in order to be able to give you a definitive final thought on this product. Okay, let's talk about hair treatments. The first one I want to talk about is the K18 molecular blah blah something hair mask. I only got a mini. It did last me quite a while. This really, really does a great job of repairing any dry ends, makes your hair feel silky, silky smooth. I did notice a very, very big difference when I used this. One thing I will say is do not get too close to your scalp if you have fine hair, if you have oily hair, because it can weigh it down. Really, really keep it to the ends to see some good results without a heaviness at the roots. This is very, very expensive. Very expensive. Would I repurchase it? Yes, but I'm trying to get through a whole bunch of products that I have in my cabinet because I keep on buying new things and then I try the next one and they're all kind of like half full. Once I get through all of those, I will decide if I would pick this up again. But if money was no object at all, definitely highly recommend this one. Next up is the Wella Professional Ultimate Repair. This is a leave-in spray for severely damaged hair. This one I also really liked. I only picked up the mini based on a recommendation from my hairdresser. Also love this one. This one was also quite pricey, not as pricey as the K18. Would I repurchase this again? Yes, definitely would repurchase it. Again, I think all these can be found on Amazon as well, but I will link everything that I'm talking about today in the description box from multiple retailers wherever I can find them. It's very effective if you have severely damaged hair, especially damaged ends, so definitely would repurchase this. Highly recommend this one. Next up is a Revlon professional product. It's Uniqone, it's called. I picked mine up at Shoppers Drug Mart, surprisingly. They do carry the Revlon professional line, not in every location though, and this has the most beautiful coconut scent. It's so nice. So if you love the scent of coconut, you would love this one. Just as effective, just as great as the Wella. 100%. I would equate those. Same results. This is, sorry, delivery. Okay, where was I? I put my glasses on so I can read to you the 10 benefits that this product says it offers. Repair for dry and damaged hair, shine and frizz control, heat protection, silkiness and smoothness, hair color protector with UVA and UVB filters, easier brushing and ironing. Incredible detangling. Yes, definitely. All of these things I can tell you. Long-lasting hairstyle, split ends prevention, and adds body. All of those things I can tell you are true of this product. It's wonderful. Would I repurchase? 100%, especially if you love the smell of coconut. I don't like anything food related to coconut. I don't like that flavor. But when it comes to hair products, I'm all in. This is more of a styling product. This is the Color Wow Raise the Root, something that I spray just at the roots right before I blow dry my hair, and it does a really great job of adding volume, lifting that root truly. Does it stay as floofy and as raised? Is the root as raised for a prolonged amount of time? It's much more prominent when you first blow dry your hair, but it does work and I do love it. And I already have repurchased it. I have a full one up in my bathroom. So yes, I use this every time I blow dry my hair and it really does work. Now about the longevity thing on me, I do have very flimsy fine hair. So I don't expect it to stay like all nice and bushy, bushy for a very long time. That's just how my hair is. But if you need a little help raising the root there, definitely effective, definitely works. And it does what it says it's supposed to do. So yes, I love it. Yes, repurchase because I already have. All right, still in the hair category, So this is the Oribe Dry Texturing Spray. I only got a mini because it's extremely expensive. I don't like this. It made my hair feel like straw. It made it feel dry and crunchy and really hard to manage. It smells so good. The fragrance in here is unreal. Love it. I did use it up. I used it up because I paid for it. I had it. But once I finished it, I thought, no, I honestly, as much as I love the way it smells, I don't like the way my hair feels after I have applied this. So it's going to be a no for me, but I know a lot of people love this spray. But speaking of dry texture spray, this Moroccanoil one also smells very nice, but doesn't make your hair feel like straw. It just goes in, does its job, gives you lots of volume. Everything that a dry texture spray is supposed to, but it doesn't make your hair feel crunchy and dry and like straw, like I said, like the Oribe did for me and my very, very fine hair. So I just finished this one this morning. She wasn't in the pile last night when I was gathering all my things, but made it to this video. And will I buy this again? Definitely 100%. I love it. Moving on from hair, I know that was a lot. I want to talk about sunscreen. So I did get into Korean sunscreen last summer. And was it last summer? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I will never use anything but Korean sunscreen now. This one is the ISNTREE Hyaluronic Watery Sun Gel 50 plus 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 plus. This feels like nothing on the skin. Like nothing. It provides you all the protection that you need. It's so lightweight. It feels beautiful on the skin. It doesn't interfere with your makeup. This is wonderful and definite repurchase, and I love it. The other sunscreen that I tried and loved just as much as the ISNTREE one is the Beauty of Joseon. This one is also very, very nice. Also feels great on the skin, a little bit thicker. You have to work at it a little bit more than the watery one to get it to absorb into the skin, but it's not a big problem at all. I use them interchangeably. I have repurchased this one too. I don't know, depends what I feel like that day. I like having my option, my Beauty of Joseon and the ISNTREE Watery Sun Gel. Between those two, I am covered, and yes, I have repurchased. I have one upstairs and I love it. Very highly recommend any Korean sunscreens. I did pick up another one that I haven't tried yet. Can't remember the name of it. I can't remember. Haru Haru? Haru Haru? Yes. That one I've yet to try, so stay tuned on that one because I want to see if it'll trump these two. But so far, these are my top two that I love so very much. Before we move on to skincare, I have two kind of like odd ends to talk about. These are my Lumify eye drops. I love them. I may use them a little bit way too much because I go through them so quickly. They feel nice on the eyeball and they whiten the whites of your eyes. And I've recently discovered they sell them at Costco now in like a double pack for an incredible price. So if you use these, look for them at Costco if you shop there. Also, just a little story. I used to pick these up at Shoppers Drug Mart here. They don't seal the top of the box. It never even occurred to me to open up to make sure the product's actually inside. Got home, opened the box, and it was empty. I kept the box to go back and hopefully they'd believe me and refund my money. It wasn't a guarantee, but I was going to try. But then my husband saw the empty box and threw it away. So that was that. So lesson learned. Always open the box and make sure the product's inside. Will I repurchase this? Yeah, because I go through them like nobody's business. This is Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. I use this to wash my makeup brushes. Originally, I was using the soap, the bar of soap that comes in this same brand, the same line. And I thought, oh, you know what? So much easier to use a liquid sometimes rather than like getting in the soap. It's just quicker. Is it just as effective as the soap? Yeah, I think it is. Would I go back to using the soap? Probably, because I don't think you use as much. It's really easy to get extra soap on your brushes and then it takes longer to rinse them out. So that's the only reason I would prefer the bars of soap to wash my makeup brushes. But if you're in a quick hurry and you like using a liquid, then this one is just as effective as the bars of soap. So I love this one. I just finished it last night as I was washing my brushes. I think I do have some bars of soap, but I think I'll do that and then maybe just keep one on hand depending on how lazy I'm feeling that day. And if I'm feeling lazy, I'll use the liquid. And if I feel like getting in there, then I'll use the soap, but both very, very nice. And yes, a repurchase. Okay, let's move on to skincare. First one I want to talk to you about is this Bioflora Multivitamin Freeze Mask. So I use this once a week. And let me show you the inside. It's kind of like a light limey, kind of green, pasty type of mask. You just slap it on and then it feels like your face is not frozen, but you do feel like a really, really intense cooling sensation. It's not uncomfortable at all. I kind of really, really like it. And when I tell you, when you wash this off, you have the skin of a baby's butt. It's bright, it's smooth, it's glowing. It's such an incredible product. I think this is a Canadian brand. I have to double check that, but I will link it for sure. This is the best mask I have ever used. And believe me, I have used many many, many. And this tub right here is, I think, my third one. And I have a brand new one upstairs waiting for me to crack open. Yes, a definite repurchase now and forever. All right, next up is the Ouai Skin Botanical Recovery Serum. What a find. This is my third bottle, and I have a brand new one upstairs. Spoiler alert, I love this. This serum targets inflammation, redness, dryness, breakouts, and even though it's an oil, it goes on so beautifully. It's not greasy, and it absorbs right into your skin. You do not feel like you have an oil on your face, and I love it. I use it day and I use it at night. During the day, I use it right after my vitamin C serum, and it plays beautifully. It doesn't feel like a greasy mess on your skin. I promise you, it absorbs right in. You don't have to have severely dry skin to use this either, even if you have normal skin like I do. This is for all skin types, but it really targets mostly redness, mostly inflammation. It makes your skin feel so plump, so supple, and it improves the tone of your skin as well. And I love it. Yes, repurchase it. Have one upstairs. I have to share this with the world. Again, I think this is another Canadian brand. It's a Canadian brand, but I think it's sold all over the world. This is like one of the best kept secrets. I don't hear anybody talking about this. It is a miracle product. It's unbelievable, and I love it. xoxo Skin Health 10% Vitamin C Serum. I have purchased multiple of these. I've been using it for 5 years. This will even out your skin tone, help brighten your skin. It targets like age spots, darkness on your face. It's very, very lightweight. This 10% is enough for me. I also put it on my hands to avoid any like age spots and stuff. So I've been using it on my hands, whatever's left over. I do that as well. I love this. Have, like I said, been using it for 5 years, have repurchased it several times, and I love it. The reason it's cut off here is because it's a pump, and when I get to the end and it won't pump out anymore, I cut it open and then I use a little spatula. I go in there and I scoop out whatever is in there, and I have like at least maybe 2 weeks worth of product left in here. So that's the only thing I'll say. The packaging doesn't allow you to get to the product, all of the product that's inside, but we find our ways, don't we? And this is mine. Anyway, this is a wonderful vitamin C serum. I use it because I use the entire xoxo line as part of my skincare. And so I've incorporated this one. Vitamin C in general is beneficial in your skincare routine, but this is the one I love the most. xoxo Skin Health, the Firming Serum. This is pricey. I use this at night. This helps firm the skin, help with signs of aging while holding it back. And it's such a beautiful gel-like texture, very, very lightweight, but is a powerhouse. That's all I can really say about this one. I have noticed a huge improvement in my skin once I incorporated this into my routine, again, about 5 years ago. And I only use it at night. You can use it day or night. And yes, I have repurchased it. I have another one upstairs. A beautiful powerhouse product that I have in my line and will again forever use it. Oh my gosh, it's snowing again. I have never ever seen so much snowfall in such a short amount of time. Like what? This is nuts. It's nuts. Okay, just a couple of more xoxo products. I went through another tube of my eye cream, the Intense Eye Cream. This is so very lightweight, absorbs so easily, works beautifully under makeup. Just let it sit there for maybe 5 minutes, but it's not greasy, it's not heavy, it's the perfect amount of moisture, helps with wrinkles around your eyes. Your eyes are nice and plump, not dry. Perfect for any type of texture that you have under your eyes, and I love it. Am I boring you with the xoxo stuff? I mean, it's all I use, right? So you might see a lot of this, or maybe next time I do an Empties, I don't bother going through all of my xoxo stuff again. Since this is my first one, that's why I'm kind of taking you through them all. But another wonderful product, repurchase, of course. Who guessed it? There's one upstairs right now. This is the xoxo exfoliating polish. I use this maybe every 2 or 3 days. It's got very fine granules. It's not hard on the skin at all. Just rub it in very gently and your face is so bright. Just takes off, you know, those little dead skin cells, brightens up the face. Feels wonderful, not drying, not harsh on your skin, leaves your skin feeling radiant. And also, when you go through that process, it allows all the other products that you use to better absorb into your skin as well. So yes, repurchased, one upstairs. All right, finally, the La Roche-Posay Thermal Spring Water. I love spraying this on my face between my skincare steps, especially my vitamin C, because it helps absorb it much more quickly into the skin. It's refreshing, it's calming, it helps with redness, and I love it. I've repurchased this several times. This is the bigger size. I have a smaller size that I'm currently using. I'm almost out of, and I've already bought a backup. It makes more sense to buy the bigger bottles. It lasts forever. It lasts forever. But last time I went to go pick it up, I couldn't find this one, so that's why I got the smaller one. But this makes your skin feel so amazing and helps your products absorb better into your skin. Before we move on to the makeup category, this is skincare slash makeup related. This is the Tatcha, the Camellia Cleansing Oil. This does such a great job removing your makeup, especially stubborn eye makeup and mascara. And you can cleanse your whole face with it and use it as your cleanser. I don't. I only use it as my makeup remover prior to washing my face. But it feels so good and it's very effective. And I think this is my third bottle. Probably. I have kept repurchasing it since I tried it and I love it. I love it. I highly recommend this one. It is a little pricey, but for me, it's worth it. Not a lot of makeup to talk about, but I do have a few products to show you. This is the Merit Single Shadow in the shade Mid-Century. Did I go through all of this? No, I didn't. It dried out. It dried out and I'm no longer able to use it. So I did make the mistake of not closing this properly. You really have to make sure you tighten it and you hear that click. Otherwise, you'll end up like me with a pot full of beautiful one and done eyeshadow that you can no longer use. So word to the wise. Yeah, like, ugh. Question is, will I repurchase it? And the answer is yes, I will, because I love it. And I was so sad when I opened it up and it had shriveled up. And I thought, oh no, oh no, oh no. So I will pick it up. I'll wait for a sale though. I'll wait for a sale and I'll pick it up then. Because this is a beautiful formula, gorgeous, gorgeous shades in the range. They go on so beautifully. They dry down and they do not move. And I love them for that. I love them for one and dones. You can use them as a base for anything you want. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, and that's why I will repurchase. Speaking of drying out, this KVD eyeliner pencil, I bought it because of this gorgeous blue. I love to add a blue like this in my lower waterline when I have a very neutral eye and I'm feeling a little spicy. I like to add a little pop of color. And this one was great as long as it lasted, but I can't get anything out of it right now. So this one's going to have to go. Will I repurchase it? I do love the shade, but I have one very close to it in the Glossier eyeliners, and I really enjoy that one. So I'm just going to use that one. So no, I'm not going to be repurchasing this one. But again, I don't know if it's the formula or if it's that situation where I didn't close it properly. I don't know if it's my fault or the product's fault. But this one's gotta go, unfortunately, because it was a beautiful, beautiful color. Speaking of eyeliners, this is the Hourglass pencil in the shade Kava specifically. I love this shade, so beautiful. This is a great formula and I've used it a lot. The reason mine looks all mangled here is because I didn't realize it was a twist up when I first got it and I tried to sharpen it. Don't do that. Don't do that. It twists up. But I can't get any more out of it. And because it's so jagged here because of what I did, I cannot get close to my eye with it because it'll scratch me. I would repurchase this. I would, because I love the formula and I love the shade. However, instead of repurchasing this, I think I mentioned it in a past video, I ended up buying Cocoa in Victoria Beckham. And I do love that formula just a little bit more than this one. It's not that this one is bad. I do love it, but I have been really enjoying my Victoria Beckham Satin Cajoles. So no, I won't repurchase this one until I'm done the Victoria Beckham one, and then we'll see who will be repurchased. Most likely Victoria Beckham. I have a feeling. But this one's beautiful, gorgeous. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brow products to talk about. Okay, let's start with the Kosas Nano. This is a very nice brow pencil. I love it. It's so super fine. Really fine. You can get in there and do those hair-like strokes. The only problem with this is that it didn't last very long. I went through this product like nobody's business. Like nobody's business. And because it's so fine, you got to be really careful not to bring it up too high because it'll snap off. It's truly like mechanical pencil thin. And although I love it, I probably won't be repurchasing it because I have found my Dior Show Brow Styler. And this is my favorite pencil. I have repurchased it. This one's done and I immediately bought another one. I love it so much, so creamy, but it doesn't slip and slide everywhere. You can have precision control. It's thin, but not too thin. I love that it just twists up, but it doesn't dull. It keeps its point. Really, really beautiful. On the other end, you have a spoolie. I use the shade dark brown. I love it. I have already repurchased it and I highly recommend this. This has been on my favorites a lot. I don't know if you're surprised to see this very recent purchase of mine, the Mighty Fine Brow Pen from Benefit. I love this. I've never been able to use a brow pen as easily as this one. The hair-like strokes, the ease in which I can apply my eyebrows. I can even use it to line my lower brow. So versatile, so wonderful. I love this, but I'm out. I'm out. I just bought this, I think last month. So again, not very long lasting, just like the Kosas. But will I repurchase it? Yes. Yes, I will. I love it that much that I'm willing to buy it again, even though it didn't last very long for me. Last two I'll talk about together because they're not bad products at all, but because I have found my Dior Brow Styler, I won't be repurchasing these, but I don't have anything bad to say about them. The first one is the Patrick Ta pencil, a really great pencil, and also the classic Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This I've repurchased several times. That was prior to trying the Dior Brow Styler. Nothing bad to say about them, nothing at all. They're wonderful. I'm glad I actually got through them. I do have several like half done brow products that I really want to just get through them. So I'm going to get through all of those, and I think I'll stick with my Dior show, but we'll see. Anyway, these are not bad at all, but I did manage to finish them, which is great. Last but not least is Miss Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Yes, I have a brand new one upstairs. It feels beautiful, keeps your makeup in place. It doesn't feel drying. It doesn't feel too moisturizing. It's got a great mister on it. And it's wonderful. It just melts everything together and it just feels great as well. So yes, have purchased multiple of these, but I did finish one. I think I finished it while I was doing one of my videos not too long ago. But anyway, another empty. And I love it when I have empties because that means I've thoroughly enjoyed and used a product and got my money's worth. Is there anything left? Nope, I got them all. I can't believe I got through all of those empties. I'll do these a little bit more frequently so I don't have 30 products to talk to you in one sitting, but I love watching these videos. I hope you do too. Everything I talked about today will be listed in the description box with as many retailers as I can find. If you're interested in shopping through those links, it really does help my channel out, so I do thank you in advance. I'll also list everything I have on my face today in the description box, just in case you are curious. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.